Harry and Meghan allegedly didn't stay at Frogmore Cottage. Everyone thinks they're staying in the house that they used to live in, but they're not staying there. They're staying at the Soho house. Rumour said that Meghan is terrified of losing Harry, does not want Henry to spend a single second with his brother without her being present, because she's scared that she's going to lose him. According to Neil Sean, Harry and Meghan Markle are split over whether to keep hold of their royal residence, Frogmore Cottage. I do kind of believe that Harry still wants one foot with his family over here in the United Kingdom, Neil claimed. Seemingly though, and we have to say allegedly, not Miss Markle. It appears that Frogmore is a bit of a fright for Meghan. Nothing to do with all the ghosts that could possibly lurk around that Windsor estate, but mainly the ghosts of her life. And the royal commentator suggested that the couple's spell in Windsor, near to where Prince William and Kate Middleton recently relocated, was not an overwhelmingly positive time. According to a very good source, she's not really filled with happy times. Who can blame her? Let's be honest, it's not really been a great episode in her life, he claimed. You do sometimes want to draw a line under it and cut away for good. But despite the reported rift, Neil claimed that Harry is still keen to maintain some association with the royals. He continued, "The battle rages on because Meghan apparently would like not to come back to Frogmore again. In fact, I was told by a very good source that she would be more than happy to stay inside a London hotel. For now, obviously Frogmore remains their home, but for how much longer? Will Harry remain with one foot in Frogmore, or will it be goodbye forever?" Meanwhile, Meghan Markle's farcical Manchester speech was mocked. At last, the press in the UK are calling out the Sussexes for their hypocritical and untruthful behaviour and their campaign against the royal family. Here, Matthew Steeples tells it as it is. As the dopey Duchess of Sussex is derided for her me speech in Manchester, her pugnacious PR peddler Omid Scobie continues his cretinous campaign against her husband's family. Today, as the new Prime Minister Liz Truss heads to Balmoral to see the Queen, it remains unknown as to whether her grandson Prince Harry and his wife, currently in Europe bigging themselves up in spite of the public clearly not wanting them present, will bother to do the same and pay a visit also. Speaking of the dastardly duo, the much-loved veteran broadcaster and author declared, "The number of people being as sympathetic to them, the Sussexes, as they were initially, does seem to be sort of thinning out a little bit. Once you make yourself the story, then you yourself become the story. What should be the story is the good works that you're doing, but in fact what we're talking about is the family rift." On Twitter, Jimmy Failla of Fox Across America called out the Duchess of Sussex and remarked of her, "Takes a special kind of stupid to claim women are being held back on the same day they name a female Prime Minister in the United Kingdom." After the Daily Mail's Richard Eden referenced charity clearly at home for mother and daughter behind the One Young World charity, after the Sun reported that Kate Robertson and her daughter Ella Robertson Mackay took home £634,000 in pay between them last year in spite of the pandemic, Steeple Times' editor Matthew Steeples expressed surprise that Chanel-clad Baroness Mayer, who Eden had previously called out for her charitable antics, had not got in on the act.